We're live. I'm going to see who's going to join us first.
Okie doke.
Who is that?
Thanks, Shani.
Okay, cool.
She actually looks more.
Now,
just
you
more
know we're
darker,
live.
but she's actually.
We're live.
Huh?
We're all
Mm.
live.
No.
Thanks. Hi, guys. I see you coming on. Oh, boy, I have some early people tonight. I'm excited. Huh?
Very early, right on time.
Right on time. I love on time. And I said, because tonight is such a special show, I am going to start on time tonight. I usually wait a few minutes, so I think I'll just wait 3 minutes. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, so we'll wait a couple minutes.
Okay.
All right. They're coming. So I don't know who's on. Oh, Linda. Hey, Linda. Nice seeing you. I was just gonna say I don't know if somebody is on.
Actually, she got another audio device on the because after she had another, she had a computer and her phone on, and it's creating a disturbance.
You hear it?
Yeah, actually, it's because she had two devices on.
Okay, Niqee, do you have more than one device on? Because maybe that's what's causing the disturbance.
I'm the mic.
Because hubby said he can hear some disturbance. Hey,
Yeah.
Sasha. Just trying to get some technical stuff taken care of.
I would turn her volume down a bit.
Maybe you can turn your volume down a little, Niqee. Han, tell me when we're okay.
I'll keep speaking.
Can you keep speaking? Can you say hi, Niqee, or so he can hear you?
Yeah, I need her to speak. Tell her to go ahead and talk.
Okay, Han. I think.
Okay, what about now?
Okay, now I can hear you. What about now, Han?
Oh, let's speak.
I've
Okay.
adjusted my volume. I don't know if that will help.
Did that help?
I can still hear it too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's just get started. Good night, everyone. Good night. I see Sasha. I see Linda. So good to have you all. Welcome to the Banter with Bev show. I'm your host, Beverly R. Williams from Be Will Inspires, and you're in for a special treat tonight. We're still, okay, Sasha is saying maybe you need to disconnect the audio from one of your devices. You have more than one, Niqee?
No, it's just one that's on.
It's only one on, Sasha, so you're hearing some feedback? Sasha?
And I can hear it too. So,
Oh, you hear it as well. Okay.
okay, give me one moment.
Okay. Okay, Sasha's also hearing it. Okay, she's working on it for us, so let's see if we can get that taken care of. I was just starting to tell my cousin Linda all the way in Freeport that we had a little freak storm just now while Niqee is still working on her mic situation. And I thought electricity was going to be out. It was some serious lightning and it was some stuff going on. I'm like, oh no, God. Good evening, Paulette. Good evening, good evening. Nice seeing you. Nice having you. We're just trying to fix a slight technical difficulty. And then we'll get going. Oh, it's hot where you are, Linda. Girl, it's hot here too. I have the air condition on, the fan on, with the air condition, because last week y'all saw me with just the air condition and I was there fanning. So I'm like, okay, we need some more power. It's hot here. And I think that's what's causing some of these storms.
Mm. Still hearing this feedback.
So let me just tell you guys, like I say, I think you're in for a special treat tonight. Our special guest is still getting situated. But I want for you all to stay until the end of the show. Please stay until the end because I have some important announcements. You know, this is the last show for the season. It's the last show for the season. And initially, I hadn't planned when I did the Mother's Day live this year. I did a Mother's Day live last year, and it was just my first time playing with lives. And people were like, "Okay, Niqee, you want to say something and see if Sasha or if
Okay.
everybody is saying, huh?
I'm still hearing it on my end.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry. We're just gonna have to. We're just
You're
gonna
going
have
to
to
make
go
it
with
work.
that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just go on. We'll just go on with the show. The show must go on. And
Yes.
yes. So I was just telling the audience, the viewing audience, the listening audience, that last year, oh Sasha, you're saying it's okay. Okay, excellent.
Okay, good.
So I guess it's better,
Hopefully.
hopefully. So last year when I did Mother's Day live, it was for a tribute to my mom. And I said, let me go on and just play with these things. When you're in the pandemic, you do a lot of things that you don't do normally. And I had some people who were asking me to do more lives, and I'm like, oh, no, 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 that's not for me. I was just having some fun while I was locked up in the house. And so I took a whole nother year before I did another live, like another real live session, and that was this Mother's Day. And yeah, and I said, okay, we're going to do the strength and the struggles of a woman because I had gone through some struggles, recent struggles. Anyway, did not intend for it to be Banter with Bev live, a show, and different. It just took off from there. But I'm just so grateful. We had a lot of fun. Thanks everybody who came on for this season. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But tonight, listen, tonight, now see, I got my specs tonight. I was playing cute all season. I was playing cute, but I got my big specs. So I can get on to the good stuff, y'all. We were talking about flowing in greatness, and I truly want to thank, like I say, everybody who's been coming on, who's been writing me in my inbox, who's been giving me little tips, telling me what not to do. Some people giving me all kind of critiques, but yes. But
No, go ahead.
yes. So I want to thank everybody, but I think I covered everything already that I said. But tonight I have a special guest, and I'm thrilled. I'm just thrilled because this is a powerhouse in the house tonight. She is. She's a special, special woman. Now I gotta go and look. Miss Niqee Love is a transformational life coach, and she specializes in self-love and sensuality coaching. Right? She specializes in the sensuality experience. She has a background of many years in the corporate world. Niqee has a strong history of effecting change in others and supporting their professional growth and development through corporate human resource management. However, in 2019, she transitioned. She transitioned out of the corporate arena as she stepped fully into honoring and expressing her true passion for connecting with and helping people to live their best lives as their most authentic self. Now, that's one thing. Listen, anyway, I'll talk more about this lady, but you can feel how authentic she is through the lenses, okay? She is just real. What you see is what you get. And she helps people live their best lives as their most authentic selves as a certified sexologist and the creator of the Self Love Affair. Now, listen here, y'all. Let me tell you, we're going to be for real. When, well, this is a transparency moment. When I first reached out to her, we co-authored, we are co-authors in this wonderful book, Yellow Elders, that I've been talking about all season. And she did a chapter on femininity. So when I first reached out to her, I just wanted her to expand on femininity and all that kind of nice stuff. But I didn't think about all the details quite. And then when I read her bio, I'm like, oh, I'm talking to a certified sexologist. I got all excited. I'm like, okay, we in for something. We in for some spice. But anyway, she is the creator of the Self Love Affair, which is a bold movement of aspiring and flourishing, fiercely confident women. Now, the Self Love Affair is a digital space for women embracing and exploring their self love journey. Now, to connect with her further, as the show go, you'll hear more from her. But if you want to connect with her as the show, if you want to get some more details on anything, you can connect with her at NiqeeLove.com. Now, let me tell you, Niqee, Nikkeeer, is a special way. Niqee. I think we have it here going across the screen. Yes, Niqee Love. Now, good night, Miss Love.
Good night.
And how are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you for that introduction.
Yes. You are amazing, a powerhouse. And so I gave them a little bit about you. Now I want you to highlight anything I may have missed. Are there any projects, any other passions I may have missed? Is there any hobby or anything you'd want to expand on before we get into the meat and potatoes of our, of our conversation tonight?
Okay, so for garnish, so I will share. So I recently launched NiqeeLove.com. So
Yes.
it's a new enterprise for me, stepping further into the light to help more women, as many as I can. So there is a workshop available. It's going to be dropped on July 1st, so that's Friday, July 1st. And I actually have a special gift for your audience as well. So this is be entitled to, which we can talk more about later.
Okay. I don't know why I'm still not hearing you clearly.
You're not hearing
Audience, let me find out from the audience.
Right.
Audience, are you hearing? Yeah, Robin said not clear.
Still not clear.
And
Okay.
I'm not hearing you clear, so they're not. And then they're saying an echo. Oh boy, hearing
So
a lot of feedback.
I'm going to connect the mic and use my headphones, and that should help with the issue.
Okay,
Okay.
hopefully.
Can't have that.
No, because all I heard you say is there's a workshop. But for anybody, if you want to find out more information, you can go to our website.
Is this any better?
Oh, it's much better.
I'm still hearing the echo.
I'm not hearing clearly either. Okay, guys, are you all hearing now? Because I'm hearing much better now.
Let me just say something else just in case. I don't know where this echo is coming from.
I'm not hearing the echo now. Are y'all still hearing the echo? Echo. Robin is saying yes. Ah, boy. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but I can hear her clearly. At least I can hear her. Can you hear her more clearly?
Testing.
Robin said she can hear you.
So you can hear me and my echo more clearly.
Yeah, they're hearing you and the echo. Oh, guys, forgive us. Even before, when we met at the pre-thing, we tried to clear it up and we just couldn't for some reason. So you're going to have to, well, at least they can hear you. They'll just have to hear you and, I guess, hear 2 and 3 sounds of you.
Well,
Sounds better. Excellent. Echo still here, but much better. Excellent. So we're going to go on. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to start. I just loved your chapter in the book. It was short, sweet, and spicy. I literally loved it. And because I had so much going on, I didn't really get to read it until right before. Oh, boy. I don't know.
Sorry. I'm here. Just switch cameras.
Oh, boy. This is... Okay. So, yes. So, I think we're good now because I thought I lost you. I'm like, oh no, I know you
No,
told me.
we're
You told
good. I'm
me
not going to touch
that.
anything else.
Okay, because you told me you had a power, like
I
a power
did
series
earlier,
before.
just as we were testing. So
Okay,
still recovering.
no problem. So I just loved your chapter in the book, and like I said, it's generally on the topic of femininity. But I wanted to read something from the book. This is the first time I'm actually reading it, and this is how I want to start. Because not only was, your chapter was on femininity, but I also like your subtitles.
Yeah.
And for the Bahamians here, one of the subtitles says who,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, with a lot of spice, says
Mm-hmm.
who, and then girl, so what? That's another
Mm-hmm.
subtitle in the chapter. Another one is who are you talking to, and
Mm-hmm.
another one, oh, you're uncomfortable. Well, good. And finally, stay hungry and well fed. So I love all those subtitles. But tonight, I want our conversation to really start with the first subtitle in your book. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? And so to put things in proper context and to have my audience get to know you just a little bit better, I thought I'll read something out of the book, page 24. And so this is what it says. Whenever I would question, and so y'all see the book? Y'all see the book? This is the book I'm reading from. And I'm reading her chapter, and it's on page 24. It says, whenever I would question, how do I reconcile who I am with what the world told me I should be? Auntie Cora, as I called her, would ask me, what does it mean to you? And then it goes on to say, I spent a long time trying to fit in boxes. Now, I know a lot of people on here know what I'm talking about. I spent a long time trying to fit in boxes that felt 2 sizes too small. How many of us on here ever tried to fit in a box, or like they say, you feel like a square peg in a round hole? Women like Auntie Cora helped me to understand that there is listen, I got to repeat this twice. Now, I preach sometimes, so I was about to preach. There is no cookie cutter formula to how we lead our lives. I thought that was interesting. Most of us are bombarded with images of the good girl, the good woman, and this paint by numbers trajectory on how to become her. She is slim. Her face is perfectly made up. I guess I didn't fit that. I was out of that.
Honey,
No
that makes
makeup. I don't think they're gonna call me slim. Not at this moment. Okay, wait, gotta put back on the specs. And I half blind, so I definitely ain't fitting that. Wait a minute. She only speaks when spoken to. How many of us know that? Her opinion is never too strong. She is married by 30 and has a gaggle. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, exactly.
Listen to me. When I read a gaggle, I was reading it to hubby. I said, and has a gaggle by 35. He said, a what? I guess that means a bunch of children. Okay. She is Betty Crocker and Martha Stewart and Anna Nicole, but only where none can see. She never felt like me. So my question to you is, now it's your time. Um, that's kind of a background.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you? What does femininity mean to you? And what exactly was Auntie Cora? Tell us something about Auntie Cora, in fact, a little bit about Auntie Cora. And when she say, what does that mean to you? What was she meaning? And and incorporate all that into your definition of femininity.
Okay. So Auntie Car, at the risk of my still exist, they still alive one, beating me up for this. She was my favorite auntie. She was best friend. She was like a sister more than. And so she worked in insurance. She had an entrepreneurial spirit. So everything that meant. but I watched her also be so many other things, right? She was also a wife, and she came home and she cooked every day, and she was such a great mother to her children and to me and to many other people like me, almost to the community. So she was just effervescent, and when she walked into the room, the energy changed.
Mm.
So
Something like you.
I'll take that. So I do think, yes, a lot of this person that I've become, I can attribute to her, because I honestly don't think many persons would have answered the questions I asked the way she did. And I think that's why I wanted, I liked that the chapter title, wound up being an outward thing. It was a
I'm
question
sorry, I missed
the
it.
title of my chapter. I
Oh,
think that's why it wound up being, a question mark on what Paris what femininity means to me. Because I wanted to put the question to those persons that were meeting me. Can you
okay,
hear me
got you.
okay?
I'm struggling to hear you, but you wanted to put the question, what does it mean to me, to all of
Exactly.
us? Good. And so now
Exactly.
you're going to tell us, what does it mean to you?
Personally.
Yes.
Okay. So personally, I like to think of myself as a nuance, like a nuanced being, right? So we're not one thing or the other. I don't think it's as simple as being black or white. I think we need to honor all of the teeny tiny pieces that make us who we are. Okay. So for me, persons have heard me say this a lot. That means, your emotional self and your intellectual self and your physical self and your sexual self and your spiritual self. All of these little nuances help make you who you are. And before anything else, your name is woman, right? So by honoring all the little pieces of what makes you you, um, then you honor who what that femininity is, what that means in any given moment, and do not let it rest on anyone's definition, any definition,
Thank
if
you.
that
That's
makes sense.
interesting. No, it does. It does. And it's why it makes a lot of sense is because I guess, general definition would say the qualities that are seen in a woman. And it's interesting
Yes.
how how it would be termed as emotional or emotive. So, like a woman is
Mhm.
emotive or nurturing or
Yes.
or sensitive, but rarely would you hear intellectual. You would hear, okay, one who is very talkative, or
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes. So I appreciate how you said, no, yes, that may be a part of who we are, but
Yes, but not the whole.
don't miss out.
Don't box.
Yes, got you,
Mm-hmm.
got you, got you. So I also love how you how it was. I don't know what page it was. Page 26. And this is the last thing I'm going to read. But how you, yeah, I have to read it again. How you compared what you were or how you saw yourself to who you are. And I'm going to read that, and then I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
So you said on page 26, I was a tall, chunky teenager who felt super awkward
Mm-hmm.
gearing up for PE classes or
Mm-hmm.
PE class. I was. So y'all pay attention. Pay attention to me, audience. She's saying I was. So she was tall, chunky teenager. I was a clumsy first date who didn't know how to act when he tried to kiss me. I was the chick who looked straight ahead and pretended she didn't hear the hurtful things they whispered. So, how many of us can identify to who she was? Now, the beautiful thing is listen to who I am, who she says she is now. And so there was transformation, and this is why I guess you went into the area of transformational coach. But here's
Exactly.
who she is. I am the woman who loves staring at her body in the mirror and thanking God for the opportunity to experience this life through this vessel. What a difference between the one who would, I guess, cringe in the corner after
Yeah.
you hear the hurtful things.
Hmm.
I'll soon finish and let you talk again, but I tell you, I get so happy with what you said. I am the woman who believes a good self love session can change the tide of her day. I am, this is very powerful. I am the woman who at 350 pounds rocks a two-piece bikini on the famous. When I read this, I was like, okay, you go.
Yeah,
You go.
that same
Rocks,
energy.
yes, rocks a two-piece bikini on the famous pink sands beach of the Bahamas and records it for good measure. I thought that was hilarious. And then I'll end with this sentence. No authority is required when the story I tell, the empowerment I intend to share, is coming from deep within. So I say that and I ask you, oh boy, look at me. Oh, glory. We having technical difficulties.
Right.
I hit everything down. I'm getting, ooh, things falling. Honey, I guess
That's
honey
how
soon
powerful
coming.
the session is.
I don't know where I am. Okay, gotcha. I
Yeah.
think I'm on.
Yes, we can see you clearly.
Excellent, excellent. So why do you think? So you see, we were talking between who you were, who you are. Need that book. You can get that book. You can get that book on my website,
Mm-hmm.
on Niqee's website, any one of our websites. You can go and get the book. So that's NiqeeLove.com.
Correct.
Yes, and BeWillInspires.org. Any one
Yeah.
of them. So listen. Why do you think some women struggle with fully embracing who
Mm.
they are? You know, and let me just break it right down. 1 minute, some women embrace who they are, you know, the femininity, all of the little nuances, you talk about it. And then the next minute, like tomorrow, they conceal it. They want to conceal it. Why do you think there is a struggle?
Hmm. I think we just naturally would like to please those persons who have designs on who we are. And that can be a healthy thing to a certain extent, but we are uniquely made from our fingertips, from our fingerprints, we are uniquely made. And it's so important to embrace that fully. I think most of us take a while to find our true north, our inner compass. Okay.
Mm.
I think that we have moments where we can see so clearly who we are, and then we're intimidated by the opinions of the persons who we respect. And it's not coming out
Repeat
of a
that for
malicious
me.
place.
Repeat that for me. We
Okay.
have moments.
Okay, so I think that we have moments where we do connect with who we truly most authentically are. But in those moments of expression, we are sometimes intimidated by the opinions of the persons who we respect. And that doesn't necessarily come out of a malicious place. I think it comes from a place of love and from the comfort zone of others and ourselves. So it's why a huge part of the work that I do with my clients is really just getting to the meat of who you are when no one else is looking. When you're not concerned about being under that microscope and in a place of absolute self integrity, right? So without compromising any bit of who are you? And I think so many of us live a long time to answer that question.
And so this is interesting. So you work with people. So that must not be an easy task. Trying to get people to get comfortable with who they are. Well, first, I guess you have to work with them trying to find who they truly are.
Right.
And then get comfortable.
So because step one will be solely with the client, right? By the time you come to me, you have to have a sense of readiness, right? You have to be ready to answer that little nudge, you're feeling pushing you to step more fully into who you really are. So usually by the time someone's ready to just have a 15-minute consultation, you're already far enough down the road that we can start to work together in any little way or great way. Yeah.
Awesomeness. Listen, so as a self love coach,
Yes.
when you say self love, I know for uh well, the other day, it was Friday. I was gifted a massage, manicure, pedicure. Yes. So I would term that self care.
Yes.
So can you tell me the difference? Is self care the same as self love? Is it a part of self love?
Right.
And then define, what do you mean when you say self love?
Okay. So self-care is something I would consider to be a component of self-love. It's a part of your self-love journey. However, it has to be done in, with a certain balance, like with anything else. You want to self-care and not self-indulge. So we need to make sure that how we love ourselves is also healthy and balanced. So that's why I always go back to that emotional, spiritual spectrum, because in keeping an eye on all of who you are, not just the physical. You confuse the self care with the self love.
So this is interesting because when you say balance,
Mhm.
as a Christian, I'm a woman of faith and a Christian faith believer, and most of my audience are. A
Right.
lot of times when we talk about self love, it is equated or it is thought of as vanity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But what I thought, like when you said balance, immediately I thought of a text in the Bible that says we have to love our neighbors as ourselves.
Yes.
So even though we a lot of times in it's almost like from childhood, it's like you don't want to embrace loving yourself and taking care of yourself too much, because or even if at all, it's just helping others. But the Bible itself says you have to love your neighbors as you love ourselves, and then we're taught how to truly love, to be
Yes.
kind and compassionate to ourselves and to others, forgiving. So I like how you said a balance, because you find a balance in loving others. You find that balance and that centeredness by also loving others. So you start first with loving yourself, and
Exactly.
then you have something to give to others.
Exactly.
So
Solid
now,
marker.
I'm sorry.
A solid marker to go by. Mhm.
Exactly. Now I want to get a little spicy, if I can. Let's get a little spicy. So oftentimes some hear the word sensual, because you're sensual. You are a sensual and a self-love coach.
Yes.
And almost immediately when you hear the word sensual, people think of sexual. Are they
Yeah.
one and the same?
They are not.
Okay, go ahead and explain the
So,
difference. Tell us the difference.
okay. So, in many ways, the sexual is a component of the sensual. So, the sensual is the wild spare. And I like to bring it right back to the five senses. So, it's just of or related to those five senses. So, a sensual experience could be a massage or pedicure, or if you're a foodie, it could be visiting a new restaurant with really good stuff. So um, it's not as black and white as we're looking at. I guess I can't call it black and white, but it's not
No, I don't think we
as
can
far
call that black and
to
white.
that side of the spectrum as sexist. So sensual is over here and sexual is far right. So there is a sexual component to what I do. A lot of persons who struggle with self-esteem, confidence, do find that they would like a little more coaching in the sensual arena. But the majority of what I help persons with exists outside of the sexual spectrum.
Okay,
Yeah,
interesting. So you're saying you're equipped to handle the sensual and the sexual.
exactly.
Okay, let me see some of the. Let's see some of the. Uh-huh. All right.
Right.
It seems Niqee has two browsers open. Oh, she may
Yeah,
want
and
to.
you know what? I was closing them when I saw that message. Go ahead,
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. This is someone helping us with the technical part. Then
Yes.
let's read some other comments. The Bible says, love others as we love ourselves, which means we need to love ourselves. Exactly. And
Exactly.
if we love ourselves, we know how to love others. Exactly. Marlene, tell your guest to see if she has two devices. Okay, we're hearing that again.
Oh goodness.
And then I'm hearing, hi, Bev and guest. Hey, Marlene. Um, I don't know. I guess you're still getting a lot of feedback.
Feedback, yes. Close
Boy.
all browsers except
All
one.
browsers are closed. Let me know if y'all are hearing, if it's getting any better. Is it getting any
Anything
better?
testing? I can
Testing.
still hear it.
Oh, because you can hear it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, boy.
So
Just giving her a few minutes to see if she can still clear it up. Or have you done everything?
is that any better?
Is that any better? I'm not hearing the echo. The
No.
same there no, I'm not hearing it, but they are, and that's strange. And they're saying they still hear the same echo. I'm so
Testing. Yeah, I can still hear it.
okay. That's just how it's gonna be, guys.
We got
We
it.
apologize.
Yes.
We apologize. Please bear with us. And I guess maybe I will have to cut it shorter tonight. But
Possibly.
yeah. Let's see if y'all can endure just a few more minutes. Just a few more minutes. But okay, some women, and this is even, well, I wanted to talk before I talk about women who shy away from their sexuality. Maybe I will. There are some women who shy away from sexual intimacy because, that's why I say I loved when you talk about you're on the beach, 350 pounds in a bikini.
And that was there.
Oh,
Empowering.
we're getting some other feedback other than the echo. Great guest, great topic. So sad for the echo. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
When you talked about and I read about the bikini, I just imagined myself because I have been from a size 8 to a size 22. And
Wow.
girl, I don't even know if I ever had a bikini in my life. So when
Really?
you said in my life, and I don't think I would, but I just imagined myself and I'm like, man, that's you talked about no inhibitions at all. But there are some. So that's on the beach. But let's talk about let's say even married couples.
Okay.
There are some married, and I'm sure you have married couples who come to you for help.
Yes.
And so some women in particular, they may have a struggle with sexual intimacy, especially after childbirth, and they are not the size that they used to be, or some may just have inhibitions because they don't, yes, insecurities or what society may have placed on them. What would you say to these people or to these women in particular who may have such a struggle?
Well, I really wanted to say, make sure that you have a sexual relationship with yourself.
I'm
Before
sorry?
To have a love
To have a
and sexual relationship with yourself, right? Be aware of what your sexual self is. It's louder now. Sorry. I thought that was going to be better. So, okay, that's a little better. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I would encourage everyone to, have a sexual relationship with yourself. And when I say that, I mean, even if you are practicing celibacy, you should be intentional about how you relate with your sexual self, right? Know who you are. We place a lot of attention on who we are sexually with a partner, with our husband. And we don't do it first with ourselves. You need to understand who you are sexually. What does that mean to you? It always has to come back to this question. What does that mean to you? Can you look yourself in the mirror after you come out of the shower? Because then if you can't do that and be proud and not try to tuck everything in and not try to find a different angle, then when you're standing in front of this man that you've chosen
Can
to
you
marry.
pause?
Yes.
Because let me tell you why. They're asking me to repeat what you're saying so
Oh,
they like a summary.
okay.
Because they're not hearing you clear. So
Oh,
what
good.
she is saying, so you'll have to like kind of feed it to me so I can feed
Okay.
it to them. So what she's saying is that she wants you to what she would advise her clients is to be comfortable with your sexual self.
Yes.
Can you
First.
look in the first? But if for someone who is having um, maybe sexual inhibitions within their marriage, or be can you look in the mirror and love every angle that
Yes.
you look at? Can
Without tucking
you?
in, without
I'm
right.
sorry.
Without tucking anything in, without feeling insecure, just owning what you see in the mirror.
Without tucking anything in,
Mhm.
without feeling insecure, with owning what you see in the mirror. You know
Yes.
how you hear or you see on movies, people turn off the lights and no,
Yes.
no, turn on. I guess what you're saying is turn
Lights
on the
on.
brightest light and
Yes.
love that. That's a
Yes.
great. That's great advice. Is there anything else? Because I cut right in the middle, but
No,
I'm just
it's okay.
trying because listen, I ain't gonna remember everything, so I'd have to get a pen. I'd have to get a pen and pencil.
Yeah.
But even if it's just one other tip, what would you give?
I would say be intentional with the time you spend with yourself. Okay. So the self love, self care is fun, but it can also be so enriching. So be intentional about it.
Okay, so the second tip is be intentional with the time you spend with yourself.
Yes.
Because self love, self care is enriching, it's empowering,
Not just
and
fun.
I'm sorry.
Not just fun.
Yeah, not just fun, not just fun. So
Mhm.
when you come out of your self love, self care, I am beautifully designed by God. He would, I am His creation, and you're ready to go to your husband in an empowered way.
Yes.
I
Confident.
summed it up. Did I sum it up right?
Beautifully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go. So I don't know. Any comments? Just let us hear the comments. Let me see. Do I have another question? Because wow, this hour it's been so bumpy. I feel so bad, but
Aw.
I know it is what it is. Yes. I think I asked this before in some ways. I said, but let me go to the leadership thing. Let me get off the sex and then I'll come back to that. Leadership and femininity. Is there how should a woman embrace their femininity in the workplace? Because I know that is a space that is usually dominated
I'm
by male, or it can be. It just depends on what the space is. Now, should a woman embrace her femininity, and what does that mean if she does embrace her femininity in the workplace? Yeah.
I think yes is the quick answer.
Okay.
Absolutely, definitely, 100%. Yes.
And how does that look?
Well, um, I think it's the kind of space where you need to connect with the reason why you're doing this. Because I think the most important impact you have, can you hear me? Um,
Yes.
the most important impact we have as women in leadership, I think, is in representation. Because there are
Okay.
little girls. Go
So
ahead.
what? Yes, she's saying the most important um,
Impact.
impact we have in leadership is in representation.
Yes.
Okay. So what? Break that. Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I think the I climbed the ladder to the executive level in HR management, and then came face to face with the understanding that I wanted to impact the world in a different way. I felt in some ways like I was just a figurehead, right?
So you were in a managerial position in
Yes,
HR,
yes,
and you felt. So she
mhm,
said she was in a managerial position, and she felt like just a figurehead, a
yeah,
figurehead.
right. Um, so when I say representation, what I'm looking to do is in a much more real way. You know, when you climb the ladder, do it for a reason outside of personal accolades, if only to show young girls that are coming up that there is room for them, even though they're making a boys club.
Okay, so when you climb the ladder, do it for more than personal accolades, even if it's just to show the other generations that they can do it too. So it's
Yeah.
almost okay. So it's like a,
Mhm.
okay, go on.
Okay. So I guess what I want to say is to not just show up and be pretty and call that leading with femininity, but show up and let the presence of a woman be felt in a room because we do operate differently. And because what I want to say, because the power in our mentorship is I'm trying to say this in a more polite way. What I want to say is I feel like there's so much power in the way we lead, and although it may seem sometimes that God can be stacked against women in leadership, that we shouldn't shy away from it and try to blaze trails for the generation.
I'm not sure if I
That's
got
not
it
clear.
because of the muffling.
Yeah.
You said
Okay.
yeah, one more
I
time.
want
I'm
to.
sorry.
Okay. So I'm saying I think the strength in women in leadership today
It's
is
not
that
just to be pretty,
say it okay. Yes. That we're
not just to be
blazing trails
pretty.
in a new way for the very first time.
Okay, so
We
we're
are.
to blaze
Mhm.
trails in a new way for the
Yes.
very first time. And that
Right.
is feminine power in itself.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Locally, we are more represented in senior level management than we've ever been. So
Exactly.
textbooks that are being written now, that's what little girls in school are going to see. And that's going to be a source of empowerment for them.
Got you. So there is a place for femininity in leadership because
Definitely.
we have a responsibility to the other generations. And so
Yes.
when we say femininity in leadership, of course we're talking about women in leadership, but all of the women in leadership. Now,
Yes.
see, this is interesting because now what do you say to those who, I know when I was in the corporate world, oh, you have to wear a blue suit, no
Strong.
dresses. Yes,
Mhm.
no dresses. Almost you almost have to not look like a man, but you don't want
Conform.
to. You have to conform.
Yes.
And I find it interesting of how you said we're not just in leadership to be. I mean, we're beautiful, but we shouldn't be there to be a pretty face, just a figurehead. but to show them that we're at the table and we got something to bring to the table just as
Yes.
important as the other person.
Yes.
And the thing is, I think one other part of our feminine qualities is that, you know how they said we have strong communication skills. Um, you use that, you use that, and it's not just a lot of women too. Sometimes, not a lot, but some women get up there and just want to be pretty or whatever. But we can use our other skills, our intellect, our communication skills. Not
Mm-hmm.
could, we should. In fact, we are compelled to do that,
Yes.
um, and to show up confidently like
Mm-hmm.
anybody else at the table.
Exactly.
Okay.
Beautifully said.
Yes. Okay. I was trying to summarize what I know you were saying.
Thank
And
you.
so, I think this I'll go back to embracing our femininity. Lisa says, sadly, if we have a distorted image of ourselves, no matter the size or shape of our actual body, we only see what we believe about ourselves.
Exactly.
The moment we visualize a blessed and beautiful image of ourselves, that is the image we manifest.
Exactly.
Wonderfully said.
Wonderfully said. Exactly.
And so we have to first start with these distorted images that, like Niqee said at the beginning, a lot of times we get from society, from the images, what she said in the book. These pictures that are painted for us as perfection or beauty. And that's not really that's not what God created. That is society created. So each of us are beautiful, and we have to embrace all of our beauty.
Yes, and own the narrative. Change the narrative.
I'm sorry, own the narrative.
Yes, own a new narrative. Change what society tells you you should be or look like. And just own
Exactly.
your way.
Listen, I remember when I came to the Bahamas, when I came back from living abroad,
Mm-hmm.
and I had my natural hair. Oh man, I had some family members asking me when I was going to press my hair.
No, they didn't.
Yes, yes. And again, that's why you say, you have to just accept and own the narrative. You create the narrative for your life.
Exactly.
You walk in that. And then others around you can't help, but when you embrace who you are, others can't help but embrace it.
Exactly.
Because now, I mean, well, a lot of people know now. A lot of people are wearing natural
Now
hair.
it's more widely accepted.
Yeah, but even back then, when it wasn't and my hair looked quote unquote nappy, I was happy with the
Owned
nappy.
it anyway. Yes.
Yes, I owned it. So here we go. As a woman of faith, of the Christian faith growing up and into adulthood, there is sometimes tension or just complete aversion of the subjects like embracing femininity, sensuality, and sexuality. Did I ask this before? I don't know. Did I ask this before?
Maybe you phrased it a different way.
Okay,
Go
let me
on.
see. Do you see a conflict between embracing all of one's femininity and Christianity? In other words, what is there to be said of the Christian walk in the sensual space? I don't think I did. Maybe
No,
I said
you
this.
didn't ask that one.
Okay, so what is there to be said? Because as a little girl, I mean, even saying sex, it's like,
Yes. It's
you
a
know,
dirty, it's a bad word.
or to sit and you have to you don't want to be cute. You can't be
No. You want to make yourself smaller.
right, smaller. And so what is there? What is there to be said of the Christian walk in the sensual space? I think a lot of our viewers would want to hear what is your thought on this one. And come on, audience, let me hear some of your thoughts on this particular question. Don't leave Niqee out here hanging by herself. I want to hear I want to hear some because her thoughts may not be exactly yours. So share your thoughts. Go on, Niqee.
Okay. So I want to say sex is natural, first and foremost, that all of who we are comes from God. And, I coach women from many different walks, not all Christian, lots of different religious background. At the end of the day, it's about respecting all paths to purpose. We are here for a purpose. And that's what connects us so strongly to Christianity as a religion. I need to pause for you to translate for the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah,
Okay.
you say you've coached people from all different walks.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that you say connects? I missed that part.
Okay. So I am a Christian woman, but I respect all paths to purpose, right? That's how I take a look at
So-
different religions.
So Niqee is a Christian woman,
Mhm.
but she
Respect
she
all paths
respects all
to purpose.
paths to purpose.
Yes.
Okay?
That is what connects us so strongly to religion. Our purpose here is really mired in religion for a lot of us in our spirituality.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think once you accept that who you are a naturally sensual being, right?
Yes. That's the five
Five
senses.
senses. Exactly. So sex exists as a part of that. The same way you need to eat, the same way you need to breathe. You have.
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you.
Okay. So I'm saying sex exists as a part of that sensual self.
Yes.
In the same way you need to eat or you need to breathe, you have to be intentional about whatever your sexual needs may be. In the Christian space, it's always easier to have this conversation where marriage is concerned,
Yes.
right? Because we spend a lot of time repressing who we are sexually prior to marriage.
Yes.
And as we engage in marriage, there is an obvious gap, right? Because we don't know who we are sexually. And we're looking at a partner to teach us when we really should try to be intentional about knowing who we are first.
That is powerful. That is interesting and powerful. So there definitely seems to be, so what Niqee is saying, that many times there's a gap for the Christian person, well, female in this, because we're talking about femininity, because oftentimes we are taught to repress or to, like I say, not even talk about sexuality before marriage, because as Christians we ascribe to sex within marriage. And so, but what she is saying is that even as Christians, yes, the Bible does say, does put sex within marriage.
Yes.
I mean, that's how it should be. But we could still be and should be intentional and aware and not afraid and so, of finding or of exploring that topic. Yes. And even with our children, because you say you do some sex education classes in schools.
I do. I have started recently, actually.
I'm sorry?
I have started recently.
What is the age? What is the age range that you think is the best age, range to have a sex education class, whether in school or at home?
Unfortunately, I have to say that it has to happen early these days, right? Because children are exposed in many ways very early. And I think it's better to have a trusted adult, who's close to them, who's near to them and loves them, have a real conversation with them about the sexual safety and the importance of protecting yourself and, keeping yourself to yourself
Uh, I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
and protecting yourself and keeping yourself, to yourself, you
Yes, so
know.
when you say early, is there an age range or?
I would definitely say by the time you're a teenager, definitely by age 12, have the conversation.
So,
But we do know that children can be used very early, exposed early, out of curiosity. So, strong communication, a strong relationship with the child is definitely key. So when you notice something out of character, you can start to address it. Mhm.
awesome. So going right back to talking about the Christian space and the sexuality, I think about the Book of Solomon. Let me
Yes,
tell you, that is a sensual book
it
there.
is. It is. It's
and
coming up a lot.
and Lisa is saying traditionally the word femininity is not seen as virtuous or aspirational for the
It's not.
Christian woman. Absolutely. I
Yep.
have
Out
defined
of
my
Molly, feel dark.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, go ahead.
She says, I have defined my femininity in a way that embraces my Christian values and empowers all of my womanhood and the unique me that God made me to be. Exactly.
Thank
And that
you.
is exactly what you were talking about.
Exactly. Owning it your way.
Yes, and owning it your way. But I really, we just glossed over this subject tonight. It's not, it was just to get the conversation going about femininity. And I think if we were to wrap it up, I think Lisa really had a good way of wrapping it up, really. I have a wrap up here. We can embrace all the greatness of who God created us to be. Every aspect, let me just say, every curve,
Yes.
every, yes, every
Mhm.
nuance, like she said, the emotional side, Lisa said, um, and within the context of Christianity, there's nothing wrong with a being a sensual,
Self-awareness.
sexual being.
Yep.
Craig says back in early church history, sexual relationships within marriages was emphasized, with procreation and not pleasure.
Exactly.
And maybe that is where a lot of the repression and
Yes.
aversion, yes.
And I think that the 60s it was, women were being diagnosed with hysteria for seeking pleasure from themselves.
Wow.
Yes. So there is a really dark history attached to feminine sensuality
Wow, did you all hear what Niqee said? She said very early on, women were diagnosed
with
with
hysteria
hysteria
for seeking self
for
pleasure.
seeking pleasure.
Hmm.
Wow, in the
And nothing
sexual.
else. Hmm.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
So there's a
So
dark history attached to our feminine exploration.
wow. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Listen, um, I don't know what others may consider. We just have to embrace. I see some more coming in. We have to embrace every part. We've said that over and over. What is coming in? Um, oh boy, I'm gonna try read this for you. Are you seeing the comments, Niqee?
So I'm not seeing any now.
Okay, let me see if I can put this one up. You see it?
Church is the best place to learn about sex. So I
Yes.
don't know why we act as if it's taboo. I agree with that. It's like we forget that God created sex. So instead of letting the world contaminate the word and meaning of sex, we should let others know about the beauty of it in the way that God intended it to be. I agree.
Powerfully said.
Beautifully said.
Powerfully
Exactly.
said. Shamika, you said it right. And that is
Yeah.
the thing. Um, we, and that is why a lot of our young people are going elsewhere
Exactly.
to talk and to find out about it because in
Mhm.
church, it's just taboo
You
to talk
dare not
about.
even know.
Yes. And
And the
so,
adults are not bringing it up, so the kids definitely don't feel safe in bringing it out. Mm-hmm.
exactly, exactly. Wow. Listen, that hour it went, like I said, it was bumpy, it was rocky, but
Yes.
we got through. And I don't know if anybody have any questions for Niqee. Any comments? Some more comments are coming in. I will put this one up for you to read as well. Remember, the Bible says the
Mm-hmm.
marriage bed is undefiled,
Yes.
meaning we can express ourselves
Through
through
all of our
all
five
our five
senses and
senses.
more.
Oh
Yes.
no, not the pastor saying and more. No.
And more.
He went beyond the five senses.
Yes.
So this is
Oh,
no, but
goodness.
this is and that is exactly how um I was hoping that we get out of this topic that sensuality, self-love, sexuality, femininity, it's all beautiful.
Yeah.
And it comes from God, our
Yes.
creator. And it's nothing to shy away from, it's nothing to be ashamed of, afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
It is just all to be embraced. And
Yeah.
so I don't know, did we may not have done it in the pastor goes, I mean hubby says, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we may not have done it as smoothly as I would have liked,
Sadly. Mhm.
but I think we got most of it out of there that we
Yes.
wanted to. Niqee, if there's something else you would like to say, while you can think about it, let me just read some
Okay.
more comments.
Mm-hmm.
Many say it is taboo to find pleasure in our worship of God. The enemy has us all kapunkala.
I
Okay,
like that,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Now, Lisa, that's a whole
Kapunkala.
new word there. I mean,
Yes.
for some people, it still was powerful, bumpy and all. Well, wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed Shamika, and then I'm hearing she needs to come back. Okay, you. So, Niqee, next time
I'm in.
you're in, and
I'm
make
in.
sure all the technical difficulties are
Yes.
clear. We're gonna get all those
Right.
bumps and humps out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody else, you just let it come in. But Niqee, you can say what you have to say, and then I'll just, because I have an announcement to give, and then a little farewell, and then I'll be out. But you say what you have to say.
Well, I do want to. I can offer to answer the question with some smooth audio and send that back to you, and maybe we can post that for the audience.
Okay, you said you're gonna send me back something.
I can send my responses to the questions you asked.
Okay.
Yes, right. So you can send it out to the audience. So
That
maybe
is
we can
excellent.
compensate.
Niqee
Yeah.
is being very kind. She said she will send back the responses.
Mhm.
I can send it out to the audience.
Yeah.
It'll be clear.
Yes.
So
No
listen,
problem.
we have some more stuff coming in. Ali,
Mhm.
that's my cousin. She's saying really enjoyed the Bev and Niqee. This Bev and Niqee. So awesome, Alicia. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Um, and then Lisa
Oh.
is saying she needs to start off season 2.
You
Well,
think
look
so?
at you. Look at Lisa coming here and taking over my
I
whole
know.
plan. But actually, Lisa, I was actually thinking a part 2 needs to be the
Yeah.
start of season 2. So, Niqee,
Nice.
okay.
I'm in.
Okay. And then Jackie Roach, I agree with Lisa. I truly enjoyed.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Well, hallelujah, God, because we did some praying before.
Oh, honey. Yes.
So we thank you all so much. I thank you, Niqee, for all that's been transpiring in this 1 hour, what has transpired before the hour. I humbly thank you. Oh boy, let me get all these things going.
And I have to thank you for that because I know your audience is a little more conservative. My platform can be quite cool and a little edgy. So I appreciate that you're stretching all of us. Okay?
Stretching myself.
Yes. I will pull this message because I was so comfortable. Good.
Auntie Cora would be quite happy tonight.
So proud.
She'd be like, "So you uncomfortable? Good." Yes, yes.
Yes.
I just really felt in my heart that it's something that needed to needed to be heard, and I wasn't sure how, when, but anyway, God knows. And so Jackie says, "I agree with Lisa. I truly enjoyed
Oh,
awesomeness."
awesome.
And then Shamika says, "Yay! Now
Yay.
I just can't wait for season two." Well, hey,
Yes.
way to end with a banger.
I know. I love it.
Awesome stuff. But look, y'all can find out more if you want to find out more about Niqee and the work she does on the bold level. That's
Yeah.
not my platform. She has a more bold platform. But you can find her at Niqee.com.
At
Um,
NiqeeLove.com.
NiqeeLove.com, and that's NIQEELOVE dot
EELOVE.com.
com. You can get Yellow Elder's book.
Yes.
Somebody requested right there.
And I
Or you
have the
can get.
audio available as well for my chapter.
I'm sorry?
I have the audio available as well for
And
my
she has
chapter.
the audio available for her chapter.
Mm-hmm.
For me, you can get it on bewillinspires.org.
Yes.
And what else do I have to say? Now, let me go to my notes now. I got to go back to my notes. Uh, I just want to thank all the supporters for the season. I plan to start season two, the fall season, right after the summer break. And y'all hear people tuck over and say what I need to start with. So if you haven't, see, I have to take some time off, guys. I've been really busy with this and doing my reels. I need some time. I have to do some strategizing, some planning. I have to finish some projects that I have sitting on a shelf. I'm doing some traveling, but I want y'all to stay tuned to Banter with Bev because I'm going to be doing some pop-ups in the summer, and you don't want to miss it. The pop-ups, I'm going to be doing some when I travel. I also want to do some pre-recorded Banter with Bevs that I'll post. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, that's Be Will Inspires YouTube channel. You need to subscribe. You can follow and like me on Facebook at Be Will Inspires or Beverly Macmillan Williams on Facebook. And then don't forget, on the YouTube channel, you have to put on the notification. Because so many people say, "Oh, I missed it. And I subscribed." I'm like, but you got to put on the notification button so you don't miss these things that I'm talking about. My pop-ups and all, like when I'm finished my projects, I'll be posting them. So, we're done, Miss Niqee Love. We're
We're
done.
all done.
Yes, we're done. And
Oh, I do have one prize for your audience. I forgot to
okay,
mention it.
there's a prize.
Well, there is a gift.
Okay, there's a
Of course.
gift giveaway.
Oh, I hosted self-love intensive workshop at the end of May, and I have put it together with a lovely package, the full pre-recorded session, and all of the bonuses are available starting July 1st, this Friday. And I have a 50% off coupon for your audience, actually.
For all of them, one
For
or
all
who?
of them.
For all of them. Well, here you go, guys.
50%
So
off.
y'all can, whoever wants the coupon, just what they can either contact me or you.
Yes. It's Bev Rock, exclamation, all caps. That's the coupon code that I can post it as well so everyone knows.
Yeah, post it because I'm not here again. I don't. All I heard was exclamation and was it bedrock?
Bev rocks.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you rock.
Well, here you go, Bev.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Awesome. So you're gonna post that as well.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Along
So
with the responses.
okay, awesome. Ali Y, she said, "LOL." Yeah, because I'm like, me, I rock.
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, let me put that up there so you can see. Yeah. So, for the final time for this season, for season one, I am just reminding everybody that greatness is in you. Great things is what you do. And so this summer, go be great. I love you all. It's been wonderful. I see some stuff coming. And anyway, I don't know. Great session, Renee. Oh, thank you, Renee. I'm glad you enjoyed. Oh boy, it's just coming in. Manly, awesome. Let me let you see all this stuff. Are you seeing it?
Aw,
Awesome,
yeah.
cuz. Awesome, cuz. And then what else is coming up? I'm loving these topics. Yay, Miguel, go. Oh, hey, like Nikki said, Bev rocks.
Yes.
I don't know. No, all glory to God. I'm just grateful because many times I'm like, oh Lord, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So it's all God. But thank you all so much. Thank you. And like I say, go be great. Love you all. Nikki, thank you so
Take
much.
care. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.